Adam Foster never expected much excitement aboard diplomatic station Ceremonial. His days were predictably routine: mop the decks, clean the windows, empty trash receptacles, and occasionally get scolded by diplomats for using the wrong scented disinfectant. He'd grown accustomed to the quiet monotony of janitorial work amid interstellar dignitaries, alien envoys, and elaborate rituals he barely understood. That particular morning started no differently. Adam pushed his mop bucket along the main corridor leading toward the grand conference hall, whistling softly. The polished floors gleamed beneath the station's artificial sunlight, the mirrored walls reflecting distant stars, serene and silent. He rounded the corner into the primary communications suite, a spacious room filled with complex consoles, holographic projectors, and shimmering panels displaying diplomatic transmissions. Typically off-limits during diplomatic sessions, today it was empty, a lull before the afternoon negotiations between two rival alien factions. As Adam swirled his mop across the glossy white tiles, something caught his attention, a low, insistent hum beneath one of the central consoles. He frowned slightly, stepping closer. Kneeling, he peered under the console and noticed a strange metallic device no larger than his forearm, tucked discreetly among tangled cables. It pulsed rhythmically with angry red and violet lights, the humming sound growing louder as Adam leaned nearer. "Ah," he murmured to himself, "never saw that before." Instinctively wary, he backed away slowly, eyes scanning the device carefully. Every fiber of his being warned him something wasn't right. He'd seen enough action movies back home on Earth to recognize danger when he saw it. Angry blinking lights rarely meant anything good. He quickly moved to the nearby comm panel, hitting the emergency call button. Seconds later, two alien security officers burst through the doors, accompanied by Station Commander Urelin, a tall insectoid Zarathi known for her stern professionalism. "What's the situation, Janitor?" Commander Yellen asked crisply, mandibles clicking impatiently. "Found something weird," Adam replied calmly, pointing to the device beneath the console. "Looks suspicious. Definitely not standard equipment." The Uzarathi approached cautiously, clicking nervously as she saw the blinking lights clearly. Her compound eyes widened in alarm. "That's a Ulathi explosive device, highly dangerous." Immediately she turned toward her guards, antennae twitching rapidly in panic. "Initiate immediate station-wide evacuation. Contact explosives experts, quickly." Adam watched as the aliens began hurriedly discussing evacuation protocols, arguing fiercely about procedure, diplomatic sensitivities, and evacuation routes. Their agitation intensified by the second, chaos rising quickly among them. Meanwhile, the device's humming grew louder and more insistent, lights blinking faster in what Adam's instincts screamed was rapidly escalating danger. He glanced at the aliens, still arguing frantically, and made his decision. Without a word, Adam moved swiftly back to the device, calmly grabbed the nearby maintenance toolkit, and knelt once more beneath the console. "Janitor Foster, step away immediately," Commander Yurlin clicked urgently, suddenly noticing him again. "You're not authorized." Adam ignored her, quickly locating the power conduit connecting the device to the station's electrical grid. Without hesitation, he carefully unplugged it. The humming immediately faltered, becoming irregular. "Careful," one guard shouted, panicking. "That might trigger it." Adam stayed perfectly calm, trusting instinct and logic over panic. The device clearly required power. Without it, whatever it was doing couldn't continue. Grabbing a heavy-duty wrench from his toolkit, he braced carefully and snapped the casing open. Wires and circuits lay exposed within, the angry blinking lights now frantic. "Definitely a bomb," Adam muttered, voice steady but serious. He quickly traced the wires, eyes sharp and focused. A single connection seemed central to the bomb's mechanism. Taking a slow breath, Adam cut the wire cleanly. The device instantly went silent. The lights faded out completely and the room fell into sudden, stunned silence. Adam stood slowly, holding the wrench loosely at his side, feeling adrenaline gradually ebb away. Commander Urelin and the guards stared at him, mandibles slack, eyes wide with disbelief and awe. How did you know how to do that? Rillan asked faintly, voice tinged with astonishment. Adam shrugged casually, wiping his brow. It was blinking angry lights usually mean danger, figured I'd cut off its power before it could finish whatever it was doing. Commander Urelin clicked softly in stunned appreciation, slowly approaching the now inert device. Your quick thinking likely just saved dozens of lives, Janitor Foster. Adam smiled modestly, genuinely relieved. Just doing my job, Commander. The commander's antennae twitched thoughtfully, clearly impressed. Your job has become much more significant than cleaning floors. We will need to discuss this further with the diplomatic delegation immediately. Adam nodded quietly, a strange sense of surrealism settling in. Only an hour ago, he'd been focused solely on mopping floors. Now he stood at the center of a life-or-death crisis, averted through calm intuition. As the alien guards carefully secured the explosive device, Adam glanced around the room, noticing other station personnel gathering curiously. News of his heroic actions was already spreading rapidly through the corridors. Whispers mingled with awe and disbelief. Janitor Foster, Commander Urelin finally announced, voice carrying newfound respect. You are to accompany me at once. The diplomatic delegation wishes to personally acknowledge your courage. Adam blinked, startled. They do? Commander Urelin nodded solemnly, antennae flicking subtly in amusement. Indeed, you've performed a heroic deed today, one deserving recognition. Still clutching his mop, Adam followed quietly behind the commander toward the grand diplomatic hall, feeling oddly calm despite the extraordinary circumstances. What began as a typical morning cleaning shift aboard diplomatic station Ceremonial had rapidly transformed into something he never imagined, a janitor turned hero, about to be knighted before lunchtime by an alien delegation. And yet, despite everything, Adam Foster knew one simple truth clearly. He'd just been doing his job. Now his job had become much more interesting. Adam followed Commander Urelin through the brightly lit corridors of diplomatic station Ceremonial, mop still firmly clutched in his hand. He received curious and astonished glances from diplomats, crew members, and visitors alike, as word of his heroic deeds spread rapidly. The whispers grew louder, respectful nods accompanying each glance. Commander Urelin moved briskly, her insectoid legs clicking softly against the polished floors, mandibles occasionally twitching with amused approval as she glanced toward Adam. You know, she began conversationally, never before has a janitor handled an emergency with such swift confidence. Humans continually surprise me. Adam smiled faintly, feeling slightly embarrassed. Honestly, I didn't even have time to think, it was just instinct. Urelin nodded thoughtfully. Instinct and courage are valuable qualities. Both will serve you well among the diplomatic council. They arrived quickly at the vast diplomatic chamber, its towering doors sliding silently open. Inside, numerous alien ambassadors gathered, representing a spectrum of species from across known space. Hushed conversations ceased abruptly as Commander Urelin and Adam entered. Every eye turned immediately toward the humble janitor holding his mop. Lord Ambassador Virel, a tall, elegant, blue-skinned Zalthari and head of the station's diplomatic delegation, rose slowly from his ornate seat. His gaze swept respectfully over Adam before he inclined his head deeply. Adam Foster, Lord Virel intoned solemnly, voice resonating clearly through the chamber. Today you demonstrated extraordinary bravery. Your actions saved countless lives, prevented diplomatic disaster, and preserved the fragile peace we tirelessly strive to uphold. Adam shifted uncomfortably, gripping his mop a bit tighter. Thank you, Ambassador. It was honestly just reaction. Virel raised a graceful hand, smiling warmly. Instinctive courage often reveals true character. Such deeds must not go unnoticed. The delegation murmured agreement, and another ambassador, a robust reptilian Ricori named Ambassador Grothak, rose abruptly, eyeing Adam thoughtfully. Indeed, Ambassador Virel speaks truthfully. On my homeworld, such bravery warrants immediate recognition. In fact, it is tradition among my people to grant knighthood for acts of great courage." Adam blinked, startled. "Knighthood?" Grothak nodded solemnly. "Indeed, by our tradition, heroes are elevated to honorary nobility immediately upon performing deeds of valor. Your actions today qualify unequivocally." Ambassador Varel smiled gently, his eyes gleaming with approval. "Then it is decided. Adam Foster, for your bravery and swift thinking, you shall be knighted immediately." Adam's eyes widened, disbelief mingling with amusement. He glanced down at his uniform, stained with disinfectant and smudged with grease, mop still clutched awkwardly. "Now?" Grothak laughed heartily, deep and resonant. "Why delay greatness? Let your humble tools serve as symbols of your valor." The delegation chuckled warmly, clearly delighted by Adam's humility. Adam smiled sheepishly, feeling awkward yet deeply honored. Lord Virel stepped forward, standing solemnly before Adam, ceremonial dignity clear in his demeanor. "Kneel, Adam Foster." Adam knelt slowly, mop in hand, acutely aware of how surreal everything seemed. Yet despite the unusual circumstances, he felt genuine pride swelling within him. Ambassador Grothak approached, holding a ceremonial blade intricately carved from polished crystal. Gently, the Rykori ambassador touched each of Adam's shoulders in turn. "By authority granted to me by the Rykori Confederation, I name you Sir Adam Foster, Honorary Knight of Valor," Grothak declared, voice echoing proudly. "May your courage inspire others." The chamber erupted into warm applause, delegates from countless worlds cheering respectfully. Adam rose slowly, deeply humbled, smiling gratefully as ambassadors approached warmly to offer congratulations. Commander Yirellin stood nearby, mandibles clicking softly in approval. "Congratulations, Sir Foster," she said warmly, gently teasing. "Not every janitor receives such recognition before lunch." Adam laughed quietly, shaking his head in amused disbelief. "Definitely not how I imagine this shift going." Yirellin's antennae twitched thoughtfully. "Perhaps janitorial duties no longer suit you. Given your talents, new opportunities await." Adam hesitated, suddenly thoughtful. "Honestly, I never considered anything beyond my current role." The commander smiled gently. "Perhaps it's time to consider otherwise." The following hours passed rapidly as Adam was introduced to influential dignitaries, diplomats, and leaders, all offering praise and gratitude. Though overwhelmed, he remained polite and sincere, grateful for the genuine recognition. However, amidst the celebrations, Adam noticed something unsettling. A quiet exchange between two minor aides standing discreetly near the chamber's exit. Their hushed whispers and furtive glances triggered his instincts immediately. Frowning slightly, Adam politely excused himself, moving casually but purposefully toward the aides, who quickly quieted as he approached. "Is everything all right here?" Adam asked calmly, smiling politely. The aides hesitated, clearly nervous. One finally answered softly, eyes shifting anxiously. We were discussing security protocols, nothing more." Adam narrowed his eyes slightly, instincts warning him again. Protocols or something else? The aides exchanged wary glances before one spoke reluctantly, voice trembling slightly. "We received a message. Anonymous. It warned of more hidden devices aboard the station. We weren't sure whether to report immediately or wait until after the ceremony." Adam stiffened instantly, heart quickening sharply. "Did you verify the message?" "We tried," the other aide admitted nervously, "but found no evidence yet." Adam exhaled slowly, calming his nerves, determination clear. "Take me immediately to where the message originated. We must investigate now." The aides nodded hastily, leading Adam quickly toward a nearby terminal. Within moments, he carefully examined the anonymous message, clearly authentic and urgently warning of additional hidden explosives. Adam straightened, urgency sharp in his voice. "Inform Commander Yirellin immediately. Tell her to conduct thorough sweeps station-wide. We must assume immediate threat." The aides obeyed instantly, and Adam moved swiftly back toward the diplomatic chamber, heart racing but focused. Within moments, Urlan appeared, concerned and alert. "Adam," she began sharply, "is this information reliable?" He nodded firmly. "My instincts say absolutely. We must move quickly." Urlan hesitated briefly, then nodded decisively. "Agreed. Coordinate security teams immediately. Station-wide searches begin now." Adam nodded determinedly, adrenaline sharp yet controlled. Despite his unexpected knighthood earlier that day, duty remained clear and urgent. Together, Adam and Commander Urlan coordinated search teams, systematically inspecting every console, corridor, and compartment. His instincts had been correct. The search quickly uncovered another explosive, similar to the first, concealed near the main reactor core. Adam carefully assisted the explosive specialists in defusing it, the task completed safely and swiftly. Only hours after his morning mop duty, Adam Foster had once again protected diplomatic station Cerulean, reaffirming his courage and vigilance. His earlier knighthood no longer seemed surreal, it felt genuinely earned. Commander Urlan approached him afterward, gratitude deepening her voice. "Twice now you've saved us. Perhaps fate brought you here?" Adam smiled faintly, humility still clear. "I'm just glad to help." The commander nodded quietly, mandibles clicking softly with profound respect. "Indeed, Sir Foster, your courage continues to inspire." Standing proudly yet humbly among grateful allies, Adam Foster finally embraced his newfound role fully. No longer just a janitor, but a hero, and knight whose bravery ensured peace endured another day. In the days following Adam Foster's dramatic knighting, diplomatic station Cerulean became a whirlwind of security sweeps, heightened vigilance, and diplomatic inquiries. Adam himself found little time to adjust to his newfound status, as station personnel sought him out frequently for advice, reassurance, or simply to shake his hand. Despite the attention, Adam retained his quiet, modest demeanor, returning dutifully to his janitorial tasks even as the station buzzed with his name. The sight of a newly knighted hero calmly pushing a mop bucket along corridors became strangely comforting to diplomats and crew alike, a symbol of humility amidst extraordinary circumstances. However, Commander Urlan soon summoned Adam to her office, her expression serious as he entered. "Sir Foster," she began gently, using his new title respectfully, "it seems increasingly inappropriate for a hero and knight to continue routine janitorial duties." Adam smiled faintly, shrugging. "Honestly, Commander, I don't mind it. Routine helps me think clearly." Urlan's mandibles clicked thoughtfully. "Perhaps, but given recent events, the Diplomatic Council has requested you assume a formal advisory role. Your insight into security matters, especially your instincts, are invaluable." Adam hesitated slightly, carefully considering her words. "Are you certain? I'm not formally trained in security or diplomacy." "Your actions speak clearly," Urlan replied firmly. "Experience and instinct outweigh formal training." Adam nodded slowly, finally accepting. "All right, Commander. I'll do my best." Days quickly transformed Adam's routine. He began attending security briefings, offering insight during diplomatic negotiations, and advising on crisis response protocols. His calm, practical demeanor proved deeply reassuring to diplomats unsettled by recent events. One afternoon, while reviewing security footage from the previous incidents, Adam spotted something peculiar. A fleeting image of an unfamiliar figure moving suspiciously through restricted corridors shortly before the initial bomb discovery. He quickly enhanced the image, revealing a shadowy figure placing the explosive device beneath the console. Heart racing slightly, Adam immediately summoned Commander Urlan, showing her the footage clearly. "Who is that?" Urlan clicked sharply, alarm evident. Adam shook his head grimly. "I don't recognize them, but whoever planted the bombs is likely still aboard this station." Urlan immediately initiated a station-wide search for the unidentified individual, security teams rapidly mobilizing. Adam remained centrally involved, coordinating with station security to systematically track and isolate the infiltrator. Hours passed tensely, the search methodical yet frustratingly fruitless. Eventually, however, security reported sightings of the suspect in the maintenance levels, a remote area typically used only by janitorial staff. Adam instinctively volunteered to assist, knowing the maze-like corridors well from months of cleaning duties. Accompanied by armed security officers, he moved quietly yet decisively through the dimly lit tunnels, senses sharply alert. Suddenly, movement ahead caught his attention, a figure hastily disappearing around a distant corner. Adam quickly signaled security silently, swiftly moving forward. He rounded the corner sharply, confronting the infiltrator, face to face. A cloaked alien operative attempting to escape unseen. The operative hissed threateningly, drawing a concealed weapon swiftly. Adam reacted instantly, instinct and reflex guiding him smoothly. He struck sharply with his mop, knocking the weapon from the operative's grasp. Security arrived immediately, restraining the infiltrator quickly and efficiently. Commander Urelan arrived moments later, mandibles clicking rapidly in relief and approval. "Well done, Adam. You've secured our safety yet again." Adam exhaled slowly, adrenaline fading gradually. "I just did what seemed right." Urelan nodded solemnly, antennae twitching thoughtfully. "You continue to impress us all. Your instincts are unmatched." The infiltrator, now securely detained, was quickly identified as a radical agent from a faction opposing the station's diplomatic peace efforts. Interrogation revealed plans to sabotage upcoming negotiations and create chaos aboard Ceremonial. The station returned cautiously to normalcy, peace carefully restored. Adam Foster became a figure of deep respect among diplomats, crew members, and station personnel alike. His insights during subsequent negotiations proved invaluable, helping diplomats bridge cultural misunderstandings and foster genuine cooperation. One evening, Lord Ambassador Virel approached Adam quietly after a particularly successful diplomatic session, genuine admiration evident. "You've helped secure lasting peace today, Adam," Virel remarked warmly. "Your courage inspired us all." Adam smiled faintly, humility evident. "I'm just glad my instincts proved helpful." Virel nodded thoughtfully. "Your instincts have reshaped this station's diplomacy and security. Perhaps your greatest strength lies not in heroics alone, but in quiet wisdom and humility." Adam considered carefully, nodding slowly. "I appreciate that, Ambassador." Virel smiled gently, sincere. "Remember always, Sir Adam Foster, your bravery extends beyond defusing explosives. You remind us all of the importance of integrity and humility amidst great challenges." Adam felt genuine pride swelling quietly, honored by Virel's heartfelt words. Weeks later, life aboard diplomatic station Ceremonial settled fully into cautious optimism. Adam continued serving dutifully as a trusted advisor, mentor, and knightly symbol of courage. Diplomats frequently sought his guidance during delicate negotiations, his calm presence reassuring amidst tension. Yet Adam never forgot his origins, often found quietly assisting janitorial staff when spare moments arose. Crew members frequently remarked fondly how reassuring it was to see their knightly hero mopping floors calmly, unchanged by recognition or honors. Commander Urelan watched Adam often, mandibles clicking gently in warm admiration. She quietly remarked to Ambassador Virel one afternoon, "Our janitor turned knight teaches us invaluable lessons daily. True heroism lies not in grand gestures alone, but quiet dignity and selflessness." Virel nodded quietly, eyes thoughtful. "Indeed, Adam Foster reminds us all of the quiet strength humility provides." And so Adam Foster continued serving aboard diplomatic station Ceremonial, knighted hero and humble janitor alike, his courage and wisdom reshaping diplomatic relations and inspiring countless lives. His journey had begun simply, a janitor performing routine duties. But fate had guided him toward greatness, earned through instinct, humility, and unwavering bravery. As months passed aboard diplomatic station Ceremonial, Adam Foster's reputation as both knight and advisor solidified. Yet, despite his prestigious new role, he still found comfort in occasional mop duty. Many diplomats smiled fondly when they noticed their knightly hero calmly tending to everyday chores, mop bucket rolling faithfully beside him. One afternoon, Ambassador Grothak summoned Adam to a special diplomatic ceremony. Curious, Adam entered the grand chamber, noticing delegates, security personnel, and janitorial staff gathered respectfully. Ambassador Grothak's powerful voice resonated warmly. Sir Adam Foster stepped forward. Adam obeyed quietly, heart beating slightly faster with anticipation, yet calm and humble as always. Grothak smiled broadly. Today we recognize not just your heroism during crisis, but the quiet strength you continually demonstrate. Courage, humility, and service define your knighthood and your character. Adam inclined his head respectfully. Thank you, Ambassador. Grothak continued solemnly. Therefore, it is my honor to present you with the Cerulean Medal of Valor, the station's highest distinction, awarded only to those whose integrity and bravery inspire us all. The chamber erupted into genuine applause as Adam accepted the medal graciously, heartfelt pride evident yet tempered by humility. He briefly addressed the gathering, voice clear yet modest. I'm truly honored by this recognition, he began sincerely. Yet heroism lies not just in grand acts but everyday dedication. I remain inspired daily by all who quietly serve, often unnoticed, yet invaluable. Warm applause followed his words, diplomats and crew nodding respectfully. Commander Urelin watched quietly, antennae twitching thoughtfully with admiration. Following the ceremony, Adam returned to his quarters briefly, reflecting quietly. The Cerulean Medal rested gently in his hands, a powerful reminder of his journey, from janitor, performing mop duty, to a recognized knightly hero, advising powerful diplomats. Yet despite accolades and medals, Adam remained unchanged at heart, still humble, genuine, and dedicated to quiet service. Several days later, Adam noticed young human janitorial recruit Tom Harper struggling quietly with tasks, clearly overwhelmed. Remembering his own beginnings, Adam approached gently. Need a hand? He asked kindly, smiling warmly. Tom glanced up nervously, eyes widening slightly as he recognized Adam. Oh, Sir Foster, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to bother. Adam shook his head gently, chuckling quietly. Please, call me Adam. And it's never a bother helping someone learn. Tom visibly relaxed, gratitude evident. Together, Adam patiently guided Tom through tasks, quietly mentoring him as others once guided Adam. Soon, Tom confidently completed duties independently, deeply grateful. You're really patient, Tom remarked appreciatively later. I never expected someone like you would take time to help me. Adam smiled faintly, thoughtful. Someone once took time helping me. We all learn from each other. Weeks turned into months, Adam continually guiding young recruits, mentoring gently and inspiring quietly. Station diplomats and personnel watched approvingly, deeply respecting Adam's dedication to quiet, humble service alongside his knightly honors. Eventually, Adam decided his best contribution was mentoring and quietly advising behind the scenes, rather than formal diplomatic duties alone. He requested Ambassador Varel's permission to balance janitorial tasks alongside advisory roles permanently, genuinely happiest serving quietly and humbly. Ambassador Varel readily agreed, genuinely pleased. Your example of humble service inspires everyone aboard. Continue guiding us with quiet courage. Adam resumed familiar routines, mop bucket rolling faithfully beside him, yet now deeply respected as advisor, mentor, and knightly hero alike. Diplomats frequently paused respectfully, warmly acknowledging Adam's presence, grateful for his steady guidance and calm wisdom. Commander Urelin approached Adam one quiet evening as he completed mop duties, antennae flicking gently. You've reshaped this station profoundly through humility and quiet strength, she remarked thoughtfully. We're forever grateful. Adam smiled warmly, nodding gently. I'm deeply honored by that, Commander. She clicked softly in gentle amusement. You continue surprising me, knightly hero, yet humble janitor. Adam chuckled quietly. Honestly, both roles feel entirely natural. Urelin nodded approvingly. Indeed, true heroism is humble, quiet, and dedicated, exactly like yours. Adam continued serving aboard diplomatic station Cerulean for years, quietly guiding diplomats, mentoring young recruits, and inspiring countless lives through genuine humility and steadfast courage. His journey had begun simply, a janitor performing ordinary mop duty. But fate revealed true greatness within humble acts of instinctive bravery. Now fully knighted and widely respected, Adam Foster remained genuinely unchanged at heart, quietly exemplifying courage, humility, and selfless service. The mop he'd clutched while defusing explosives became symbolic, a humble tool representing his heroic journey. Diplomats frequently remarked fondly upon seeing Adam quietly mopping floors, knightly medal pinned proudly yet modestly upon his uniform, exemplifying quiet courage and genuine humility. In the end, Adam Foster's greatest legacy aboard diplomatic station Cerulean lay not merely in dramatic heroism, but everyday dedication, quiet integrity, and genuine humility. A hero whose true strength arose from quietly serving others faithfully, knightly honor earned humbly, courageously, and proudly. And he regretted nothing.